Hi, my name is John. I've been asked to demonstrate how to measure and install a brand new custom-made vinyl gate for your residence. The first thing we want to do is actually measure your existing opening. Depending on the surface you have a brick wall, your house, or whatever you're going to measure, you're actually going to take the measurements. You're going to take the top measurement. The top measurement here is at 33 7/8. Then you go to the middle and you take that measurement. This measurement measures at 34 1/4. Then you go to the bottom and you're going to measure, this one is 34 3/8. Being the top one is the least amount of opening, we're going to take that measurement at 33 7/8. And then after that, you're going to measure for the height of the gate. You're going to go from the ground to the top of the gate. You measure this side and also measure the other side, knowing that sometimes the surfaces are different. So again, these are right at 5 feet. You're going to, once you have those measurements, write them down. Our next step here is the removal of your old existing gate. This one is basically held on by some latch screws into the surface of the wall. You can take a cordless drill, depending on your size, put them in, and just bring out the screws. This one only has 2 screws in it, which is holding it on. Be careful, some of the gates might be heavy, so if you might need someone else to help you out removing the gate. Once you remove the screws, you're ready to go on to the next step. Now that we've picked up our gate and our post from James Hardware, we are now ready for the installation. Now that you received your posts, the posts come usually all blank. What we're going to first have to do is we're going to drill a 1-inch hole, approximately 8 to 10 inches down. The 1-inch hole allows you to put a lag screw through here. On the back side, you also have to drill at least a 5/16 hole for your lag screw to go through into the wall. The 1-inch hole will have a cap that is supplied with the gates when they come in. These will be covered up at the end. Now that we have our holes pre-drilled, we're going to actually put the post up against the wall. Sometimes you're going to actually pre-drill some into the existing wall. This is actually into a wood wall, so we're just going to use a lag right straight into it. Once they go in, pretty simple, you just slide them in. And you're actually going to use a small washer. This helps keep the lag screw attached to the actual post. That's attaching the first main post on this side. Now that we are going to install the hinges onto your gate, what you do is you're going to measure from the top down to find out where your lag screw is in. You're going to attach the hinge just below that. These are already pre-measured, so I'm going to attach these approximately 10 inches down, just underneath where the lag screw went into on the post. These are self-tapping screws that we put into the gate here. And they'll go in pretty easy. Now that we have the hinges attached to your gate, we're going to attach it to the existing post on the wall. What we're going to do is actually put it on just below what we talked about, where the top of your gate is on your post. That goes in really easy with the self-tapping screws. You put them on the top and the bottom. And we'll add about 6 more screws in here. Now we're ready to install the latch post on this side. It's opposite of the hinge post. This is a lag screw going into the wood. Once you've attached both posts and the gate is attached with hinges, these are called self-adjusting hinges. They have a hex bolt on either side. This allows you to open and close the gate gaps on both sides. Once both gaps are completely set, by tightening or loosening the hex bolts on the hinges, you get the gate nice and square. You're ready to attach your gravity latch. Now that we're ready to install the gravity latch, this part will be going onto the actual post itself. You're going to open your gate up. Depending on the height of what you're going to want to put it, it's a standard size. We're going to put it in approximately about just underneath the lag screw. You're going to put in a couple of these self-tapping screws in on the side and also the front. Once you've installed the gravity latch, we're going to now install the gravity bar. Place it on the gate and close the gate with it in position. Once you have it there, you're going to put the self-tapping screw in. Now that we've finished putting on the latch and the striker bar, we're going to finish off by putting in the small caps that go on top of your posts. They snap right in. You can use some adhesive if you don't want them to come out. That concludes the installation of your custom-made vinyl gate. If you do have any other questions regarding the vinyl, please feel free to contact any of the sales representatives at James Hardware in La Habra.